Meanwhile, President Trump speaking at an Investing America event. NVIDIA's Jensen Huang, SoftBank's Masayoshi Son, IBM's Arvind Krishna, GE Aerospace's Larry Culp, all in attendance. We will monitor it. We'll bring you all the headlines, of course. But let's, meantime, check in the markets today. Stocks staging a late-day rally that sent the Dow and the S&P into the green at the close. The two indices both now riding 7-day winning streaks. The Nasdaq slightly lower, but well off the nearly 3% loss it saw early in the day. The initial sell-off coming after new GDP data showed the U.S. economy unexpectedly contracted in the first quarter. Economists were expecting 0.4% growth, and a price index within that report found inflation accelerated to 3.6%, raising concerns of stagflation. Crude oil dropping on fear slower growth could lead to drop in demand. WTI settling below $60 a barrel, its lowest in over 4 years. And Treasury yields initially spiked as investors fear higher prices would delay rate cuts from the Fed. So how worried are you now? How much more worried, perhaps, are you now, Guy?
Well, it's the inflation component. I mean, the slowdown, I mean, it's going to get messy over the next couple of quarters in terms of the pull forward. And then is there going to be demand on the back end and all those things? So I expect that. But the inflation component, I think, should startle people a little bit. And quite frankly, I'm surprised yields didn't go a lot higher on the back of that. So should you be worried? Yeah, if the job number comes in horribly, which it could, given all the JOLTS data we've seen recently, then that, you just said it. I mean, there's your stagflationary environment, Mel.
Well, we talked about it on the midday call about if we have a jobs number that isn't good, then I think that would give the Fed the reason to go. And maybe that's enough of a put under the market. I don't know. We talked about the Trump put. Is there the Fed put, which has been absent? So this is, when we play that game, it's not would you rather. It's if you told me what it was.
What would you?
I still wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know on a bad jobs number.
Yeah, but, when you look at this, the core PCE has come down. It's moving in the right direction, and income has been decelerating. So I don't think that we're worried about that just yet. I am worried about jobs. And I think that dual mandate, the jobs has to take precedent. I think you're going to see inflation come down. And OPEC Plus is adding 411,000 barrels per day in May and probably extending that until September. That's a ton of supply on the market. They're trying to keep their market share from the U.S. suppliers.
When you talk about you think inflation is coming down, you're specifically talking about energy prices, not anything else, not goods, not services. I mean,
services are a problem. I think energy will come down, and I think housing, they're factoring in 4 cuts now. So 4 cuts from basically people thought maybe 2 or maybe 1 or maybe none. Now, to Karen's point, maybe you have the Powell put back in. If there's going to be 4 cuts and they maybe start in July, I think the market is always pricing ahead, not seeing what they see now.